Hey guys, I've had the opportunity to interview nearly 400 guests on the Bulletproof Cashflow Show, and I found a pattern when I interviewed these millionaires and billionaires, and I want to share them with you today, share what I found. So here are the 5 things that millionaires do to protect their wealth, and for each one of them, I included the actual podcast in the comments. So go ahead and check that out. You're going to want to save this video and also share it with those people you care about, because I think it's going to be very helpful. Okay, so let's get into it. Number 1, get a whole life insurance policy. Now, the purpose of the whole life policy is to set you up for something called infinite banking. This basically allows you to become your own bank. So when the policy is set up properly, you can borrow against the tax-deferred cash value portion of the policy, and you can use that money to fund your car, houses, even pay for college. You could even lend the money to family and friends too. So that's a really cool thing. So check out that video. Again, link is in the description. Number 2, put your assets into an irrevocable trust. Now, trusts are really good for avoiding probate, reducing or eliminating federal taxes, and managing managing property for a beneficiary that you don't want to have direct ownership in by that beneficiary. Okay, so a trust is an effective way to put your assets outside of the reach of creditors as well, and really shelter those assets from estate and transfer taxes. Okay, that's another cool thing. Number 3, create a limited liability company. So by creating an LLC, a limited liability company, you gain the flexibility in how you're taxed, but it also allows you to buy or lease assets in that company. So don't forget to get an EIN number. If you don't know what that is, it's an employer identification number. You get that from the IRS. It's free. But to do this, either talk to an attorney or use an online service like LegalZoom or something like that to set it up. I personally like to use an attorney. I like having those relationships as well, especially if you're new to entrepreneurship or you're not familiar with what I'm talking about. Go talk to an attorney about this, okay? But online service is okay too. Either way, just that setup is probably about $400 to $1,000 depending on where you live and what you do to set it up. Okay, so don't expect to pay much more than that. But like I said, I would rather reach out to an attorney if you are brand new to this. That way you can ask them about it. Okay. Number 4, open lines of credit. Now, using your newly established LLC, now you can get credit tied to the business EIN number and not your personal credit. Okay, this is really cool because technically you should not be using your personal credit for business transactions anyway. But the cool thing is that by establishing business credit, you're basically leveraging that credit instead of your own. But the first thing you have to do is get a bank account, under the LLC. And then you can start opening lines of credit with like Uline.com or Home Depot or Lowe's. They easily give away credit to businesses, okay? But it gives you the ability to leverage the credit of the business and keep it out of your personal credit, so it keeps your credit score up, okay? So check out that interview as well. That's also in the comments. And number 5, invest in cash flowing assets. Now, wealthy people have multiple streams of income. Some are large, some are small. They don't all have to be bangers every single time. They get multiple streams, okay? The point is not to be reliant on just one stream of income. Additionally, you want to be invested in assets that generate consistent recurring revenue. You want cash flow or income over a length of time. So my favorite is real estate, of course. I love doing net lease. Net lease is, for me, a great thing to do just because of how the business is set up and some of the guarantees that come along with it. But it's also worth noting that passive cash flow is taxed far lower than earned income. Earned income, the income that you're using every when you go to work, highest taxed income, okay? It's the highest tax. People don't tell you that in school, but that's how it is, okay? Check out, there's 2 actual discussions on that. So again, those links are in the description for those YouTube videos, okay? Anyway, let me know what you think. Save this video, share it with your friends. Check out those interviews, all right? Be bulletproof, guys. Talk to you soon.